Hello and welcome. Sorry for a little bit of a delay getting started, but as always, I'm Erin, and I'm still trying to get to the habit of saying Erin Jade Raven. So I'm Erin Jade Raven. We'll see how that sits. Um, and we're playing some more Red Dead Redemption 1. And I already see in chat with the hello, I might be a little late, but I shall be there with the little cowboy emoji. No worries. Um, it's funny because when I booted up the game, I realized I hadn't even closed like the game app in my Switch yet, so it just is exactly where I left off um, from the previous stream. Even though I don't really remember where exactly we are, but that's fine. Well, speaking of which, I need to actually get a screen for myself to full screen, and also thank you to Furnicular for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. I'm gonna exit a campsite so I can see what I'm doing, where I need to go. Okay, because I think the stuff with, um, like the Mexican army is done. What's this? Oh, that one racist guy. And that's the airplane guy. We got another chance with Ava. And I think, is this California? Yeah. Oh, and Louisa. She's blending in on the edge there. Hmm. I think we could probably clean up some of the side quests first, maybe? Maybe we can go along a line and start with this one in Chuparosa. Whoop. Hang on. I know we're fine. Okay.
Let's go.
Well, how'd I get up here? That little bit of the music is the music that plays when you first start up the game. Because it goes whoa, 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 whoa. Then it has the gunshot with the logos and stuff.
Come on.
Oop. I was looking at the mini map but not actually comprehending where I was. I was like looking at other stuff.
Yeah.
I've actually been trying to remember how far along into Act 2 we are. Because I feel like we've passed like the halfway point, because I think
Come on.
when you get backstabbed by the army is backstabbed as if we were ever like on their side for real. I feel like that's like when the switch to focusing on the rebels happened, so it makes sense for that to be a halfway point. Oh, hello, welcome. I was also like a couple minutes late, and then we've kind of just been figuring out where we are, and we're just gonna do some stranger missions to start with. This one's the poppycock one with the racist guy, so maybe I should pull up a guide to see what point it
Mr.
is where I
Cox, I've
can
got your
kill
money.
him.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, we're reporting
I
back.
damn well knew you were the
Don't
kind
touch
of
me.
chap to be trusted. A fine fellow, sir. Fine fellow indeed.
Stop getting so close.
Unlikely to run off and report me to the authorities, what?
Report what, Tots?
Well, the Dagos here don't appreciate the terrible needs we answer. Building a country's hard, sir. It's hard. Opium's nasty business, but it's necessary. Necessary.
Opium?
What do you mean you didn't even sneak a taste of that package? Are you mad, sir? That's fine stuff. Straight from Ongo Bongo land, somewhere.
You use me.
Are you a moralist or just a fool?
Both, I guess.
No.
We provide a much-needed service for the railroad workers. Help ease the pain and loneliness, them being so far away from home and all that. But there's nothing wrong with the stuff. Smoked it myself for years.
Can I shoot him now? No, not the lasso.
Bitch.
Okay, we'll do it that way. There we go. I don't care if I lose honor for that. I should gain
Excuse
honor.
me, partner. I ain't getting fresh.
Are they gonna arrest me? Let's get out of here! Bye! Y'all are better off without him anyway. Trying to get folks addicted to lyrium. Lyrium? I'm playing too much Dragon Age. Opium. Oh my gosh. Like, that wasn't even a thought. That was just like... it just came out without even thinking about it. I'm sorry. I know opium addiction is a whole huge issue in a lot of places, so I don't joke about that on purpose. And I see in chat with the "come on John, you know you want to kill him," and then the "haha, excellent, yes, we were finally able to do it." And then now I see the crossover I never saw coming with the laughing emoji. Oh my gosh. You know, not gonna lie, me being me, I have thought about, like, Cowboy AU for Dragon Age, and then I was like, okay, the crows would definitely be like a mafia situation. Kind of like Angelo Bronte's whole setup. But then beyond that, that's like all I really thought about, because the crows are my favorite part right now. With how they're done in Veilguard. But I know that there's a lot of, like, Western fantasy type crossover stuff where there's like spell slingers, which I think is pretty cool. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, dude. I've lost so much honor already, even though I shouldn't lose honor for that, I don't think. But I want to make sure I get the high honor, like, endings, and it's because it's not even just ending, it's like a lot of the, like, it fluctuates based on where you're at any point of the game. Pretty sure I'm still above, like, well above half though.
Come on.
Ooh, I see in chat with the, yeah, I like the weird West angle to the fantasy / Western stuff. Yeah, there's like a lot of potential with like that combo of genre. I feel like I see it here and there, but I feel like it's largely, I don't want to say unexplored, but like just that there's a lot of potential to explore. Although I feel like part of it might be some of the inherent, like, historical and cultural things that are attached to Westerns that maybe a lot of fantasy creators don't really want to have to deal with, which is fair. But if it's like fully fantasy and then it just kind of takes some inspirations. Was this one with Ava? I forgot what I had attached this mission to. So they kind of touch on like Western aesthetics and stuff in like Star Wars also. Oh yeah, I forgot that you had a Fey Wild West setting going on. If you come back to that, I am all eyes emoji all over that. Okay, I guess we gotta pay this guy. At least we don't have to go to cutscene again.
Take the damn money, you bastard.
She's all yours, okay?
Enjoy her.
Gracias, señor. Thank you.
Wish I didn't have to pay
Mi
him.
amor. What are you going to do now?
I will go to Las Hermanas. The sisters there will help me.
Oh, yeah. And then they make him disappear so I can't just try to kill him again. Fine. At least she gets to be on her own now. Hopefully be in a safer situation.
Well, how do you do?
How do you do? How do I?
Hello, friend.
Now what? Who, you? No? Oh, giving a rousing speech. Yeah, yeah. Can
Let's
I
go.
fast travel to, not to California, but to Odessa, who's trying to get to
Stop doing
California? Stop doing what? What happened? I didn't do nothing. The music just went away. Okay. So, this button. Get camp. Yes. I think it was by Gaptooth Ridge. Probably should have marked it on my map because I keep forgetting that there's fast travel to waypoint thing now. Does it only give me the stuff in Mexico while I'm in Mexico? I think so. Well, I guess I'll get back to him later. Okay, I think that's it for now. Go see Louisa. Wait. How far was that? Pretty far. I might have John sleep. It's so dark.
Whoa.
But I was thinking about how that thing happened again where, like, I've told the story before somewhere. I know I've told it just like in my personal life at the very least, of when my car got a flat halfway between Austin and Houston. I had to get a tow truck the rest of the way back
Watch
because
yourself there.
last time I got the spare changed out, they didn't mention that they disposed of my spare and that I needed a new one. So I had to get towed the rest of the way. And the dude that drove me from in that tow truck had a Texas accent, and I started unintentionally mirroring it back at him, and I was like, oh no, I hope he doesn't think I'm making fun of him. But then it happened again while I was in Arizona. Not a flat, thankfully, but I got a lift to the convention center at one point. And then the driver happened to be from Houston also, and she had a thick Texas accent. But and I started doing the accent back, without meaning to. But it was funny because she was talking about how a lot of the people she picks up will be like, "Oh, where are you from?" Because they don't have Texas accent in Arizona. But she was saying how she was talking to me and was like, she's used to getting that reaction, and then I didn't react that way because, well, one, I don't react if people have an accent in general, but I'm gonna run through just in case the, oops, wrong way, in case the Ava thing activates. But also then she was like, I'm talking to you, and then it sounds normal that you don't have an accent either. And then I realized she's talking about when I was mirroring back the Texas accent to her. And I'm like, oh, oopsie. Because I'm like, I don't usually talk with the Texas accent, obviously. So it's just funny that she seemed to think that it was my natural accent, even though it's just something that pops up now and then when I'm talking to someone with a Texas accent. Strange. But at the same time, I also pick up a little bit more of Michigander accent whenever I'm around my Michigan family. I don't know. Accents is interesting. Oh, I'm already at Las Hermanas. Probably too soon to see Ava.
Go.
Is it a path? Yes, it's a path. Oh, but Game On Expo was a lot of fun. It's still one of my favorite conventions. Got to see a lot of the people I met there last year. I was keeping an eye out for Dragon Age cosplays, but there was only a few, but it was still really exciting to get to see them. Because there was like an Origins version of Morrigan, and then there was a Garrett, Hawk, and Anders who were together. And then there was a, oh gosh, I forget which version. I think it was the Veilguard version of Harding, which was exciting. And then of course lots of amazing Baldur's Gate cosplays, because there was like a lot of the Baldur's Gate 3 actors there, which was kind of cool because they brought in because last year they had a bunch of Baldur's Gate 3 actors, but this year they brought in like different actors. So you got to see a lot of the different cast members from it. I say you as a general you because I did not go either year to meet any of the people, since I was there by myself and the lines is long. And also, I don't have money. I forgot her house is gone. No, wait, this is like off to the side where her house was. They had this little camp.
Apúrese, armas! John! Thank God you have come. That wretched animal de Santa has been sent to oversee a massacre in El Sepulcro. Come, we must stop him and finally kill that vermin and all of Allende's other followers. Hurry, I don't know how much time we have.
Okay. You're gonna ride on my horse? Is that what's happening?
Maybe the Santa can tell you where to find
Oh.
Javier Escuela.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
We will speak when we get there. We must save our energy.
Okay. I see in chat, the Glad Game on Expo was a good time. It was. And I also stayed with a few of my friends. So we got to talk Dragon Age a lot over the weekend. And then it's fun because one of them, they go by Berry Prince. They're named Blue. They're also very into the crows and stuff, so at one point we were both like screaming and slamming the tables like, I want to talk about the crows. It's like, and our friends are like just laughing. It's like it's just the situation of there's so much that we want to talk about, like both our roots and the crows. It's like there's so much that just kind of like jumbles together and don't know where to start, sort of situation. And that also happened when an Ilario enjoyer came by to talk about him
We don't want to give him a
at
chance
my
to
table.
escape. And leave DeSanta to me. I need him alive.
We will wait for your lead, señor. En el nombre del gobierno provincial del coronel Allende y del estado de este país, te condeno a muerte por traición. ¿Tienes algunas últimas palabras? No.
Oh no.
Come on, quick!
Guess it wouldn't be a Red Dead 1
Por aquí.
mission without a little bit of
Traidores.
grave robbing. Do not kill the son to capture him alive to determine the whereabouts of Javier. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Dude died. Come on. There you go, John.
You
Where?
pay for what you did in Chuparosa.
Wait! Do not let him get away.
Oh.
No te mueves, cabrón.
Okay, so do I lasso him? Where is he? I'm trying. Better not like get out of bounds and then it's like, oh, you let him get away.
Yeah. Tell me.
Whoop! Made him do a spin. Where is he? Oh, I'm on top of him. Here. Hog tie.
You're making a big mistake. Let me go. I am begging you.
Sorry, not sorry.
My men will kill you.
They're already dead. Sorry, not sorry.
Shut up.
Pretty
You know
sure
what's
they
going
shot
on.
first. I don't remember actually.
Spare me, and I will make you a rich man.
Sure. $5,000.
Please, we can come to an agreement.
The agreement is tell me where Javier is.
You fucking pig! Go back to your country!
Where is Javier Escuela?
Bro, use your elbow. You're gonna break your hand.
Alright. Casa Madrugada. It's hold up there. Now hurry up and kill me. Or just let me go, okay?
Can we kill this piece of shit now, senor? Or would you like the pleasure yourself?
You don't about to do this.
Whoa. I don't know what the camera's
Go
doing.
on, finish him.
He's all yours, fellers. I got what I need.
Esto es para Mexico! It is done. Come on, now we find your friend. There is no time to stop.
The arrested guys are staying. It's gonna hang out in the graveyard.
Come on.
Thank you, compadre. It should really have been you.
Why?
I don't like to kill a man on his knees, even if he does deserve it.
Why are you stopping? That man is responsible for hundreds of innocent deaths, maybe thousands. He will burn in hell.
Yeah,
We
so why
all
should
will,
have been
my
me?
friend.
It's your
Espinosa is dead,
family and
De
stuff.
Santa is dead, the army is without leaders. We must move on Allende now before it is too late.
First, you need to help me find Javier Escuela.
Alright, let's go.
Come!
Why are you looking for Javier Escuela?
We was friends once, long time ago, but not anymore.
Old friends make their worst enemies.
You're
Slow down
telling
to talk
me.
about Javier.
Escuela is known in this province. He was a revolutionary once, but then he went to your country. Now they say he kills for anybody who will pay.
That sounds about right. Go!
Alright.
Come on! Come on! Let's go! Yeah!
I wonder if the conversation is like location marked. Or if it's like
Whoa there.
timed. Oh, but the marker's right here.
This place is deserted. Is it always this quiet?
No, but maybe the girls are all occupied.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be!
We were just here. No!
Open it!
Damn it, the lady.
Watch your damn puppet!
Uh-oh. Excuse me, I'm trying to hit the guy behind you too. Run out of Deadeye. Oh man, I have to hold it the whole time. There we go. What do you mean treason? I was never part of the army. Okay, hang on. Do I have any medicine or did I forget to buy some? Okay, I have some. Ow.
This is where it is, buddy! Right here!
Oh, that was the guy. I thought that was like... What's he doing? Thought it was like a corpse draped over a bench.
Hey, you lady. Where's Javier Escuela?
Javier Escuela. He hasn't been seen around here in months. You shut up this place for him, huh? I wouldn't spit on him if he was on fire.
I don't blame you. But Captain DeSanta said he was here.
And you believe him? You must be more stupid than you look. Go shoot up some place else.
Oh, no Javier. Oh, my honor's like way up there. But I want to max it out. Is this gonna be the one that I have to hide the screen for? Trying to see if there's any other stranger missions popping up besides the airplane one. So far, so good.
Come on.
Excuse me.
Come on. Come on.
Also, while I'm here, I'll shout out my roomies. Berry Prince does a lot of really cute stuff. Then Hannah Shroy, aka Ella Fluff, has a lot of amazing things as well. And then I think they go by their name Tiffany Gonzalez. Like Tiffany Gonzalez art for like usernames. All of them have real good merch that everyone should check out and buy. Oh, bunny, no! I ran over the bunny! I'm gonna pretend it was... I just spooked it and it's actually fine. Okay, where is the name marker? Okay, this one's pointing at the house. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's marked on the house. So I'm going to hide the thing so it doesn't break TOS. There's the Elgato. I think that also, yeah, that should get rid of the audio too. Oh wait, but I need to be able to see. Let me get this window back up. Yeah, exactly. I see in chat with it. It was just a near-death experience for that bunny. Yeah, I just gave it a little bunny heart attack, a non-fatal heart attack. It's totally fine. Can I pause right there? Okay. I'm pretty sure it was that one. So yeah, they're gonna talk about it. I don't think they talk about anything during the cutscene that isn't covered by the follow-up conversation, so it's fine. But there was explicit sexual content in that scene. Whoa, that bush is like, oh, granulated or whatever.
My brother, I just received word of your fight with Allende's men in El Sepulcro. Finally, the Santa is dead. But why did you not kill him yourself when my men gave you the chance?
I could see they wanted it more than I did. The Santa had given me what I needed. Or I thought he had.
A lot of young boys will sleep safer in their beds now.
The Santa was only following orders. He was dumb and loyal to his awful master. But that's all he was.
The other window for myself. There we go.
Where are they, Abraham?
They are at El Presidio, John. Can you believe it? The place we first met. The scene of one of my greatest victories over Allende's traitors. You could not write a better story.
It's a story I want to finish.
It is a story we both want to finish, my brother. If my rebels can take El Presidio, then we can move on Escalera. The revolution is happening, John.
Are you sure they're there? Escuela and Williamson?
Javier Escuella is there. That much I am sure of. I don't know about Williamson.
Escuela will do for now.
I am told they paid Allende to hide them. They have been in his protection since you arrived in Mexico. You see, you should have trusted your brother Abraham all along.
When we have them, then you can start making me feel bad. Immediately after you thank me for everything I've done for you, amigo.
Why would Javier go to the army for protection?
I knew I had heard the name Javier Escuella before. He is from this province. They tell me he was once a notorious bounty hunter and also one of the early revolutionaries.
That sounds about right.
All before my rebellious urges took hold, of course. I think I was still traveling in Europe at the time. I was living in Madrid with the ambassador's wife.
That sounds about right as well. Escuela was always a torn man. A cynic who desperately wanted to be a romantic.
Whereas you, John, are a romantic who wants to be a cynic.
Javier would die fighting for what he believed in. He had a lot of passion, but no love. Although he really admired Dutch, of course. But then we all did.
He was the leader of your little group of fortune hunters, ¿verdad?
When Dutch started falling apart, it hit Javier harder than any of us. He went crazy. It was like the one thing he'd ever believed in turned out to be a fraud.
You talk about him fondly.
It ain't exactly fondness. We was close once. But he never cared for me or anybody else. Not any of his so-called brothers. He left me to die when he had a chance to save me.
And
Feel
didn't
like
he
you're
teach
just
you
telling
any
yourself that,
Spanish during
John.
all this time you were together?
I remember Capron being used a lot.
Well, now you get to pay that cabron a surprise visit.
I ain't here for revenge. I just need him and Williamson. So who
What
was
else?
that girl
Oh,
back
no.
there?
Okay.
Another loyal supporter of free Mexico. What? You want a name?
You can't even remember the name of the girl you're marrying.
Have you ever known Power John?
I'm a semi-literate farmer and hired killer. I ain't in the power game.
Then you will never have the knowledge that any woman will bear your child. And for her, it will be an honor.
I've known about enough bastards without making too many more of my own.
A man like me cannot be with just one woman. It would be an injustice to the people I have devoted my life to serving.
You have an interesting way of serving the people. Kind of like a national gigolo.
I owe it to the future of Mexico to breed, my brother. If I can get noble blood flowing through the veins of peasants, can you imagine how great this country can be? An army of reyes, of kings.
I wish I'd never asked.
Me too, John. But yeah, he takes advantage of women using his power, which is obviously super gross.
Have you enjoyed your time in Mexico, John?
It ain't exactly been a vacation. Why are you talking like this is already over?
I don't know. One way or another, this might be the end. What do you think of the Mexican people?
I ain't sure. Some of them been kind, but a lot of them tried to kill me.
Come, my brother. I know what you Americans call us. Greasers, sun greeners, pepper guts. For a land of immigrants, you don't like foreigners very much.
I don't care who a man is, what he does or where he's from. If he treats me right, I'll do the same.
It's that simple for you, isn't it? You would make a fine socialist.
What about the Chinese workers here? I hear you ain't exactly made them very welcome.
That is different. They are an inferior race.
Dude.
You have all the makings of a great leader, Abraham.
Just a little bit of extra hypocrisy on the side.
The revolution is gaining momentum. Do you have any idea how many times I've thought about the day I will march into Escalera and storm Allende's mansion?
I think I have some idea.
Soon it will be me sleeping on those silk sheets and the colonel lying with the cucarachas.
From what I've seen of Allende, you might want to wash those sheets.
You might be right, my friend.
Do you really think a revolution can work? Do you have enough men?
Revolution begins with one person, John.
One person ain't gonna defeat the Mexican army.
The poor are many and together we are strong. They are ready to fight.
If it does work,
It will.
if it does work, and you take down Allende, what then?
I will give the
I think we
greatest
should cut
speech
the
of my
line
life.
between the horses and
But
the
after all
wagon
the
and let the
fighting and all the
TNT
speeches
crash
are
into the
What will you
hillside
do?
with him on the
I will
wagon.
march on the capital and take on Sanchez himself.
All right, when Mexico's yours, When you have all the power you desire, what will you do with it?
Like any great leader, my brother, I will delegate.
Missed our chance. We're on flat ground again.
I have to say, I'm not usually in favor of American interference, but it will be sad to see you go.
I ain't going nowhere till I have Bill Williams.
What will you do when this is over?
I want to go home, work my land, and grow old with my wife.
That is hard for me to imagine.
It's hard for me too, but I've pulled this trigger too many times now. I'm getting tired.
Well, get ready to pull it a few more times. El Presidio will be heavily guarded.
Oh, I think I got a few more left in me.
Maybe one day you can return to Mexico like Lando Enriquez. A famous outlaw come to die in the sunshine. I can always use a cynical American renegade on my staff.
I'll bear that in mind.
Let's not talk for a while, my friend. We should take some time to think about what it means to be heroes.
Sure. I do see in chat with the earlier on this ride with the something's fishy here. Maybe I just don't trust anyone because everyone keeps lying, lol. Honestly. Everyone just keeps yanking John around to suit their own agendas while he's just trying to do his thing. And then yeah, the big ew for Reyes. And then also the, okay, they're inferior, gotcha. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm not gross enough for you, let me add more grossness to my character. I don't know how much further we are to our destination. I just realized, it's like, it's not the baby girl comic meme of the why is such and such call you baby girl, let's not talk for a while comic.
El Presidio is just
But
up ahead.
it's what the
Prepárate, mi
silence
hermano.
reminded me
This
of.
is our time.
Why does Javier Escuella call you baby girl? Let's not talk about this for a while.
My men will launch a ruse attack on the side entrance to the fort. Meanwhile, you, my American friend, will drive this wagon at the front gate and jump off when you're close. It's been packed with 5 crates of TNT.
That sounds crazy. How long's the fuse?
Yes, like I say, fun times. It's plenty
What about
long
the
enough, I
horses?
think. I'll see you in there, amigo.
Where am I
Go
going?
on, jump. You can do this.
Crash the wagon into the front gates. Keep your speed up and be ready to jump off. Okay. Poor horsies.
Now, jump.
Oh, am I close enough? Oops. Oh no, he's still screaming. The explosion was too far from the front gate, so why did I die? Yeah, in chat. Plenty long enough, I think. Thanks. Oh, jeez, you can see the fuse on top of the crates. Am I close enough now? Oh, jeez, looked like I got caught in it though.
Go find the escuela, John. Leave the army to us.
So many question marks. Oh, I was trying to aim at the guy on top, not that top.
You sons of bitches deserve to die!
It's a little...
Find the escuela before he escapes, my friend.
Am I supposed to start searching? You guys got this? Excuse me. No, this isn't where I'm supposed to be. Don't die. Guess we're going up this way.
Javier! I've come for you!
Take them to dinner first. Oh, it's not up here. Can I yeet down? Yeah. Ow, my legs. Okay, fine, I'll pick the ladders. Let's take a casual stroll, not scroll. Okay. Where do I go next? I think the one on the left is closer, yeah. Here? Ah, get in the door, John! There.
Javier! I just want to talk! Hello, old friend. It's been a long time.
Hello, brother. It's good to see you. I heard you was coming. You took your time, no? Come on, you're not gonna shoot your own brother, are you? We was family.
Yeah, we were. Then you and Dutch went crazy and family didn't mean so much.
So now you do the government's work.
And what do? You just work for a different government.
Come on, brother. I think we should go our separate ways, huh?
What you and Dutch did was wrong. And the way you left me was wrong. Now, I hate to judge, but as it turns out, it's you or me. The way I see it, might as well be you.
We thought you was dead, brother. I promise. I'm telling the truth. Besides, I can give you Bill. In Dutch. Dutch is in Colombia. I can take you straight to him.
You left me to die?
Whoa.
To save your own skin, and now you expect me to care about you?
You got it all wrong, brother. I've always loved you. Even now.
You don't have the heart to kill me!
I'll try to kill the square. And I'll borrow this horse.
Shit! He almost got me!
He's right, I can't kill him. It's too far.
Don't make me kill you, Javier! Let's go. Just tell me where... It's over, old friend. I got you now. I'm taking you in, my brother. I'll let the others judge you. Where's Bill? Where's Bill, you son of a bitch? Do you think I won't kill you, brother?
He ain't here, brother. He's with Agenda.
They're so insistent on calling each other brother.
John.
I ain't here to kill you, Javier. This is just business. You comfortable there?
Little...
Come on, amigo. Abigail wouldn't want this.
Abigail would have killed you already. She always thought you was a creep.
We was family, brother. You and me.
Like Cain and Abel, I guess. Leaving each other for dead.
You don't understand what happened. It wasn't like you thought it was.
Whatever you say, old friend. Go!
It was Bill, not me.
Yeah, and he's next. So you and Bill are back together. Two crazy men sharing a bed.
Go to hell, you pathetic fool.
trying to get as much dialogue as I
Dutch never
can.
liked you, you know? I gave up caring about him or you a long time ago, friend. As I say, this ain't been a social call. It's just business.
Just let me go, John. It's me all you want.
You're wasting what's left of your breath. Enjoy the view. Breathe the air. Last of either you're gonna be getting, brother.
I feel like even retroactively, or honestly even just like as is, there's a lot of like self-denial of how much they meant to each other. But because they meant so much to each other, that's why it's like, no, none of it was ever real, ignoring any of that sort of thing. Yeah. In chat with the Abigail wouldn't want this. You were all in on leaving her with the Pinkertons. Oh, so true. Did I exhaust the dialogue?
You're gonna be locked up for a hell of a long time. Unless they choose to hang you.
Put him in the cell for now, John.
Ah, you piece of shit. Hope you're sure about what you're doing, brother. You saw me out. Didn't that life we had mean nothing to you? Oh! Ah, you puto. Ah. One day, I promise you, you're gonna regret this.
One day's about all you got left.
I hope you and your wife and children rot in hell.
You know that life we lived is over. And when we was living it, it didn't mean nothing anyway. It was just an excuse, and we all knew.
What I knew is that you was always a puto. And you're still a puto.
Marston, come with me. The army sent reinforcements. Come.
Yeah, go with your puto.
We have to hold the fort, John. Use one of the cannons.
It really feels like some old wounds. Which is why I mentioned before, I think it makes sense for John and Javier to have been a thing when he and Abigail were broken up. Like, if you interpret it that way, it makes sense. Or even if you just interpret it platonically, that also makes sense. Whoa. So how much they drifted apart after that, even before the end of the game. Or even when John decided to reprioritize to Abigail and Jack, how little time he was spending with Javier anymore. Also, I kind of get if Javier was encouraging like his drinking and stuff, why Abigail is not a fan. How do I get out? But that's something that I would have to like re-examine, like on a third replay or something. And just in case this rolls into like more story, checking in with chat with the, yeah, it's easier to pretend they never cared about each other because it would hurt more to know they cared and things still turned out the way they did. Yeah, exactly. Which I think is why I think they know. That's why Javier starts crying. And I'm like getting more emotional over this encounter than I did the first time I played it.
Two old friends reunited. It is a beautiful thing.
Shut up, dude.
Mr. Marston, fancy seeing you down here. I must say it's a pleasant surprise to see you.
You've done well, Mr. Marston. Now, Javier here gets to see how far the hand of justice can reach. Come on, you. Get in the damn automobile.
Can we assume one of my commitments is cleared?
Unfortunately, nothing is cleared, John, until your obligations are met. We need you to find Williamson, then head to Blackwater as quick as you can. We have reason to believe that Dutch Vanderland is in the area.
Oh, your wife sends her regards.
Sorry, Javier. And we still have Bill to get. And a hint at Dutch, who is not in Colombia. Guess we can check in on Ava.
Come on.
I actually didn't realize quite exactly how close we were to the end of Act 2. Okay, no worries. Just be doing little stuff. I might also... Who's shooting? Oh, they're robbing those guys. Can I kill these guys?
Why don't you shoot at me instead?
What do you mean negative honor?
You know how this is gonna end.
I guess in this game, rather than
Come on.
the honor being determined whether or not the people you kill are like harming innocents or not, like in Red Dead 2, it's more about shooting and killing people at all, which makes sense for John's stuff. Because he's supposed to be
Let's go.
laying low, being a normal guy, when he's not turned into a mercenary. Flowers.
Slow
it
down.
is.
Whoa.
I also forgot that you can check how many flowers and stuff you have.
You little beauty.
From the consumables and provisions inventory. So I have 8 wild feverfews, 6 red sage. What's the other sage I needed? Was it desert sage? I only have 1. Will it tell me where to find more? No. It's a secret. I think that one's by Gaptooth Ridge to this. Maybe we can look for some when we see Odessa. Sam Odessa? Is that what his name was? I think I'm gonna camp, change time of day real quick. Save. Save the heartbreak from seeing Javier and leaving him to a terrible fate. I like when you exit and then the fire just like, whoop, gone. It is wild how much, like when you're in a deserty area, how big the sky is. It is real big.
Come on.
Did our horses drop from the sky?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Slow up.
Gonna check on Ava now. So perfect timing. Hello? John, what are you doing? Where's your arm stuck?
I trust your lamb.
As well as one can be after turning in my BFF. I guess it's not BFF since it's no longer forever.
Excuse me, sister.
Yes, sir? Can I help you?
I was looking for a girl by the name of Eva, I think. Wanted to see if she was doing okay.
Are you one of her special friends?
No, I just helped her.
Oh.
She said she was coming in here.
Oh, she came and she went. A man came for her. Turned out maybe he was her calling after all.
What man?
Okay. Thank you, sister.
Oh, I think they said they were going to El Sepulcro.
Oh.
But who knows? She wasn't much of one for the truth.
Better not be that one guy that, like, you had to pay money to in the first place. Probably is.
Súbete, compadre.
Oh, it's right here. That doesn't seem like a good sign. I think that's a graveyard. This camera is like, it's so silly. It like lingers a bit and then it zooms if I try to go slow. It's trying to do like a nice little sweep of the sunrise.
Let's go.
And then it's like see and chat with that. I feel like it's gonna be that guy. Maybe now you'll be able to shoot him. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it's in a graveyard. Oh no. I think I remember what happened, but it's still like, oof. Oh no. Not a good sign. Why did the sisters let her go?
What are you doing, amigo?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's that guy.
Why'd you kill her?
I didn't kill her. I wouldn't do a thing like that. Sure, I'd hit her, but
Why'd you kill her? And why are you digging her up?
What business is it of yours, huh? Oh. You still want to lay with her? Huh?
You sold her. You let her go.
No. A good whore never leaves, man.
Do I get my money back now or after I've killed you?
It's just a goddamn whore, man. A goddamn filthy whore.
As you say, she was just a whore.
Che.
Now come on.
We know how John feels about prostitutes. He believes they're deserving of full respect. Let's just go for it. I'm sorry, Eva. If only we were allowed to kill him sooner. Can I loot his corpse? Yeah, I'm getting nothing. Let's fast travel this one. Nope. Too close. Travel to waypoint. The moon's still out. Sorry, it wasn't my fault. That's where I spawned. Did it spawn me on a lady? Oh no. There's a bunch of people dead. Oh no, the army is burning down the town. Oh no, maybe not the army. The must be like a confrontation between the army and the rebels.
Voltealo. Quítate, estúpido. Le voy a dar un balazo. Quítate. Quítate, pendejo. Quítate. 1, 2, 3. ¡Bang!
¡Que viva Reyes! ¡Muerte a la
¡Viva la revolución!
No, para atrás. Usted para atrás. Para atrás.
Cuts between different walla.
¡Rebeldes! Escuchen la melodía de nuestro...
¡Otra vez!
Welcome to Mexico. My brothers and I are just discussing the future of our country.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can just keep beating him up. That's fine.
You, gringo? I'm no one. But unless you want this town to tear you and your boys to shreds, I suggest you let him go.
And you think you could tell me what to do, friend?
Oh, you should listen.
Just let him be a martyr or
friend.
something.
Look at that. You want to risk it?
Let Luisa be the new president.
If I were you, I would pull that trigger.
Put the gun down, Americano.
Ya, mátalo.
¡Déjenme, hombre!
Mierda!
Ay,
No.
Dios mío. Santa Maria.
So you want to settle this now, friend? Or you want me to shoot you in the head right now for that poor girl?
Okay, but we fight like men, not like dogs.
Why? It'd be funny if they let me also aim at him. Nope.
Guess that's that then.
Thanks, my brother.
I'm sorry,
Now the people
Luisa.
are finally ready. Today we overthrow the coronel.
I don't want to cut Reyes free. You can stay tied up. Bang, bang. Aw, man.
Hurry, my friend, set me free.
No. Luisa should be president. Loot this guy first.
Untie me. We must escape now while we have the chance.
Fine, I'll do it for Abigail.
There are prisoners in jail who will fight on our side. Can you save them?
I will rally the peasants, John. You go after the prisoners. La tierra es de quien la trabaja.
Do I at least get to kill Allende? Ooh, I don't want to look at what happened there. Oh. Why do I have my knife? Oh, because I untied him. Gave me the knife. Come on, John. Come on. Ow.
I'm getting good at this.
No, that wasn't a very good job. My fault. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why am I stuck? Okay, here we go.
Libéranos, amigo. Somos leales a Abraham Reyes.
Shoot the locks. I don't want to use that gun. Guess I'll use my revolver. Just give me a second. I'll pick out which gun to use.
Let's go, my friends. Reyes is getting ready to attack Linda's mansion.
Can shoot out at the side of his gun too.
Gracias.
He's just that good.
¡A la mierda con estos pendejos! ¡Ándale! ¡Abran paso, cabrones!
It's like, I don't like how little ceremony there is with killing her, but also I know that it's probably intentional with how little anybody actually cared about her, as much as she gave everything for all of them. Oops, I got too close.
¡Allende es un traidor! ¡Aceptamos la barricada!
Drop your guns and walk away.
¡Vamos, mis hermanos! ¡Tomamos
Oh,
la
if only
mansión
that
de Allende!
bullet strayed a little to the left.
¡Órale, compadres! ¡Libertad!
Oh jeez. I don't like the phrasing for that. Put down Allende's soldiers.
¡Move forward! We need to capture the machine gun!
Your side, John Marston.
him. Oh, oh. Hang on. Sure. Cover me. They're not. No, John! No! I was trying to get him to go behind cover, but I wasn't close enough. So I had to be running for him to do the slide into it. Come on. Don't go that far. I just get him about the dead eye. I want to aim at this guy. Am I shooting a rock?
Come on, help us, amigo.
What do you mean? Well, shoot me while I'm aiming. It's not allowed, I say so. Down! Ah, John! Okay, that was my fault again. I'm still gonna be mad at John.
Vamos, mis hermanos. Tomamos la mansión de
Come on, this
Allende.
feels like it's the final battle for this act. Can I like throw some dynamite or something? I only have 2. Hard to throw. It's like I die while I'm aiming. What? Stuck on something. I'm gonna scoot to the left. Okay. Can't see what's there. Yeah, you guys go ahead. I'm saying this game, I feel like it's easier to not use the Deadeye. At least in situations like this. Maybe I'll use it here. There we go. Got your eye back? Oh jeez, where's it shooting? Oh, it's that guy. Let me loot him.
My apologies, mister.
Only $6.
Come on, John. We have to move forward. Go for the machine gun, John.
Where? Oh.
We will blast through the door with gunpowder barrels. We will set
Okay.
up the barrels. Wait for my signal.
Sure.
Now, John.
Didn't know he was translucent.
¡Maten a los hijos de puta!
Don't yell in my ear, weirdo.
They're retreating.
Oh my gosh, Rhea, stop.
Adelante, a la mansión.
I don't want your ASMR.
You're just about dead.
Like, I don't know why, I just imagine like if Reyes did ASMR, he'd just be like negging you the whole time.
Like falling off a horse.
What?
Traigan hachas.
What
Echen
do
la
you
puerta
mean?
abajo.
What do you mean falling off a horse? Or it being like falling off a horse? Where am I going? Just following
There are
him?
more coming up the hill.
Oh, coming up that hill. Should I go back to the Gatling gun?
¡Defiende la puerta! ¡No dejen a nadie entrar!
Let's see how they like this!
Way ahead of you from. Oops, sorry, cactus. Oh my god. Barely hitting any. Ow. Yeah, I'm getting hurt. Let me take a sip of my medicine. My delicious medicine. Well, I'm done. But this says there's one more guy. That one. That one right here. Alright, we done now? I don't want to work with Reyes anymore. I want my wife and son. Is that me saying that or John saying that? Or both? It's both.
Come on! We can still get to my stagecoach!
Go Bill.
then! I'll cover you!
They're getting away! We have to stop them!
I forgot we were looking for Bill.
Vámonos! ¡Date prisa, cabrón!
To their horses, compadre! We cannot let them get away!
It's time to stop running, Bill! Stop shooting!
I feel like if they ever did a remake of Red Dead 1, they're gonna swap, oops! Whoa, nice twirl! They're gonna swap who gets more focus between, Bill and Javier. I feel like they could do a lot more, with Javier with all the stuff that they established in Red Dead 2. Make it extra tragic. Rip your heart out even more.
¡Date prisa, cabrón!
Come on, Doug! Let's get to the horses!
It didn't have to be this way, Bill!
Or it's like not even like switch. I just, oops, I forgot to hide again. Oh, ow, I need to shoot from up there. Too distracted with Javier. Like thinking about him always gets me killed.
They're getting away!
Just adding a little bit more with him. Somehow.
¡Vámonos! ¡Date prisa, cabrón!
To their horses, compadre! We cannot let them get away!
Stay and fight me, you coward!
Is that it?
You're going to Inferno, my friends!
What? It says there's another guy. Doo-doo. Is my horse nearby? There she is.
Vamos, mi hermano! We can kill them together!
Come on.
Yeah!
Wait, am I following him? I guess so. So we're following the path. The path with no cactus. You know, the sunset looks really cool over the water here.
Let's go!
Everything all golden. Am I supposed to kill these guys?
Give up, Williamson! I already got him!
Ow. Oh, I was gonna use the dead eye, but I already got him. Ow.
What the hell are you doing? Find my freedom, pendejo! Now shut up, you dumb ape, and get out of the wagon! Apúrate! I'm coming out! Don't shoot! Here! Take Williamson. Just let me live. I will leave the country, I promise. You always was weak-minded.
You're the one who let Dutch drive you insane!
Dutch wanted you dead.
We all dead.
Well, I'm going after him next. I'll outlive all of you.
You always was a traitor. You bastard orphan.
And you always was a dumb inbred hick.
Esta noche duermo en tu cama, cabrón.
All right, John. I'll come quietly.
Allende is dead! Mexico is mine!
Oof.
My people are free, and it is all thanks to you, John.
And to the people who laid down their lives. People like Luisa.
Oh, yes. She was very brave, and she will be missed. Who was she again?
Your peasant girl wife-to-be?
Oh, yes, of course. She will have a day named after her. Laura's Day!
Luisa.
What? Oh, yes, I know Laura as well. Magnificent girl. Like riding a pompous bull it was, amigo. You never saw anything like it. Anyway, enough about sport. Let's get back to politics. I trust you will join us in riding on the Capitol.
Punch him.
I'd love to, but with Williamson dead, my jailers need me back in Blackwater.
¿Qué hacen? Levántense. Well, I must say, I'll miss you, John Marston.
I doubt you'll even remember me, Abraham, but it's been an experience. Good luck with the revolution. If you win power, remember why you wanted it.
Well, travel safely, amigo.
He wanted power for the power, though. I know, I see in chat with the first started with the Mexico is mine, yay, so happy, and then immediately the oh man, fuck this guy, kill him, John, kill him, I know, I wish. He's gone now though, ugh. What is this? That guy again. What's G? Oh, spoilers. So yeah, if you recognize the two dudes that were escorting John, one of them is Agent Ross, obviously. And then the other one is the other one that was accompanying him at the end of the epilogue in Red Dead 2. So they tracked him down, kept the note about him for the past 4 years, and then kidnapped, or at least kidnapped, they know about Abigail and Jack, with the implication that they kidnapped them, holding them hostage to get John to do what they want. Because, oh boy. I think I'm gonna go directly to them. Get to the other lights, camera, action, and California in a bit. Hey, we don't gotta deal with Reyes anymore. Where can we camp? Or is it gonna give me a song if I ride all the way? I should buy some medicine before we go. So now we're in what I would consider Act 3. Oh man. Ooh, what? Hi, can I buy some medicine from you?
Why do I feel like I just got robbed?
Yeah, just like how quick it. Whoa, jeez. Who's shooting me? Why do I have a Bounty, you're shooting me! I guess I should have just ran. Whatever. Surrender to law by standing still with your weapon holstered. Well, I want to try surrendering. Usually I end up getting shot and rendered too though. Standing still with weapons holstered. Are there any jail cutscenes in this one? Is that what I always did wrong? What? Why are you taking my horse, dude? Is that what I always did wrong with the? Oh, was it? Why was a cop shooting me? Huh? But was that why I could never surrender properly in Red Dead 2 was because I was supposed to be standing still and I wasn't? You better not have stolen my horse. Alright.
Come on, come on!
Goats! I don't think I'm gonna get a song. Especially not if I got arrested. Why? What happened?
He stole my horse. Please, ayúdame.
Alrighty. Where? There.
That ain't your horse!
Come on, horsey. Not you. The other horsey. Can I jump from horse to horse? Nope. It's a Red Dead 2 thing. Even though I pressed the wrong button anyway. Unless a prompt popped up and I didn't realize. There we go. Battery. But also I'm like, yes, you understand why I hate Rhea so much compared to all the other terrible people in this game. I also think it's cool whenever you're running through the Mexico map and get to go alongside the river. Obviously we're not doing that right now, but when it does happen, it's cool. Oh no! Oh jeez, okay, they're fine. Oh, here we go. Go along the river now.
Come on.
Oops, excuse me. What a lovely view. Maybe we can go fishing. Can you go fishing in this game? Whoops, excuse me. I'm glad you can't do, like, like horse collisions and you fly out of your seat in this one, as far as I know. Oh, not this way. Not this way.
Let's go.
I thought we were gonna cross the bridge here, but apparently not yet. Oh, wait, no, now it's telling me that I can't cross the bridge. Oh, it wanted me to take a different... it wanted me to take the big road instead of the little one. Oh man, but I wanted to go along the river.
Let's go.
Then of course they collected Javier and the in-between the national borders, I assume. And there is something about, like, how it ended with Bill, because you can also shoot him yourself as John. I didn't the first time either. But it's like, ugh. Out watching Reyes do it. And then again with the John reinforcing the gang never meant anything sort of stuff. Because I think that's something that you can even like extrapolate like just from this game, like if we didn't have Red Dead 2, because John talks about how he was taken into the gang as a child and was taught to read and write and everything. So like even that, you know that he's been with them for a long time. I missed my turn. I was distracted by the go meet the gunslinger. It's like, I don't want to meet the gunslinger. Yeah. Oh, hang on, twisty turns. In chat with the, even Bill was reinforcing it with his Dutch never liked you and the we always wanted you dead. Yeah. Cause like, I'm gonna ignore that. With the, it's just the whole thing with what he told. Oh man, because you really see the contrast between when he's talking to Bonnie versus when he's talking to them directly. Because you see a lot of that fondness that he had for the gang and like the like altruistic isn't the right word, but like the ideals that they'd held before everything fell apart, the way that he described it, to the point where she's like, oh man, you're really acting like you're the honorable, what's happening there? You're not really acting like the honorable killer or whatever, like that. Because I think she could see through how much the gang actually meant to him, even though she didn't get it. Because she's like obviously been a victim of dealing with outlaws. So then when John has to confront Javier and Bill directly, it's like, nope. No emotions, no reminiscing about the good times, it was all bad. Don't want to confront the complicated nature of all of that. all of this and that. I want to see where we are on the map real quick. Okay, we're passing through McFarland Ranch. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. I know where that is.
Let's go.
Maybe we'll go see the strange man, and then we'll wrap up with meeting up with Agent Ross, I think. Sadly, we can't visit Bonnie now that her questline is done. I think it's also interesting because even with like Red Dead 2 added on, it still works with how John is able to detach himself in a way that I don't think Arthur was ever able to, because of how John always kind of kept them at arm's length, even though he did still care about people who is in it. I think that's something I talked about a bunch during the Red Dead 2 playthrough also. Compared to Arthur, who was like all in with his familial feelings with everyone, at the very least.
Whoa, whoa! I'm gonna hurt you in a million pieces.
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Hang on. Can I fit through here? No. No horses allowed. Because even with John being, like, trying to keep things a little bit more at arm's length than Arthur did, he was still, like, very clearly betrayed by what happened. Look at some of the signs. Why is the music all spooky? Blackwater that way, Manzanita Railroad Camp, Pacific Union Railroad Camp. Oh, God. Oh, yep. I'm exactly where I was hoping I would be. This is another fun thing to do if you play in story chronological orders. This might look a little familiar, but if you're playing Red Dead 1 when it came out or first, and then you're like, what is this place? Why is it abandoned? Perhaps features hope. Where are all the animals?
Hey!
The house is all boarded up.
Whoa there!
There's stuff crashed around everywhere. The gazebo. Even the wood, the axe is still where the wood is. The thing. The wood block. silo. Chicken coop is gone. They moved it, I guess. Yeah, I see a chat that, oh, this makes me sad. It's really haunting if you go in knowing what it is, but then seeing it for the first time here. Guess they'll go in the barn. Where's Jack's favorite cow? All our horses and sheep. I was hoping that this door would close on its own. Because I gotta do the thing every time I walk through this barn door. So, have that tree that overlooks that ledge. And who's this guy? This strange man. Looking at Beecher's hope after saying that he knows who John is this whole time.
Anybody think you're following me?
Ain't this a beautiful spot?
Sure. What are you doing here?
My accounts. I'm an accountant.
Is that so?
In a way.
What's your name?
You know, it's the darndest thing. I can't remember.
Tell me your damn name and where you know me from.
Well, I know you from Mexico. I know you from back out west. I know you from all over.
Tell me your name or I won't be responsible for my actions.
Oh, but you will. You will be responsible. This is a fine spot. See you around, cowboy.
Damn you!
Yes, many have.
He's gone. Now that I know you, questline is complete. What does it mean? Who is he? There's actually like a lot of theories because it's never confirmed who or what he is. But I won't go into that right now. I'll just leave it for pondering for now. So since there's no like definitive answer, it doesn't really matter anyway. My input on that. Y'all snooping on me. Better not rob my house. Blackwater this way. So we got to see Blackwater very briefly at the very beginning of the game. But also we got to see it, of course, at the end of Red Dead 2 with the epilogue. Did they expand the graveyard? Because I think before it only went till here. Before, during the epilogue, it only went up to here, I think.
Come on. Nice to see you.
You too?
Words of your deeds have certainly traveled.
You're spoken of almost everywhere.
Okay. That's cool that the Fey mechanic is working.
Howdy. Howdy, sir.
Howdy. Can't remember if this train station was built yet, because I feel like there was just like a construction shop in that area. Because we know in the epilogue these buildings weren't built yet. They were like in the middle of construction for these three. And it looks like it's like government buildings. There are old editions of newspaper for sale that I can purchase. Let's take a look. And then we'll go see Agent Ross. Wait, did he just deny me a newspaper? There we go. And then we'll probably talk to whoever's in the gazebo next time. Uh-oh. Quote-unquote tyrannical governor overthrown. Is Sanchez next? I guess that is from... Uh-oh. Dutch van der Linde spotted. New federal government agency does exist. Man, there's a lot going on in this paper. Oh yes, the new government agency. This agency is not there to stop criminal activity. It is there to investigate it once it has occurred. That way it will keep both the prisons and execution industries in business. It is a vital cog of our economy and the taxpayers, as well as people on the street. As well as the people on the street will be proud of the work. I don't know this phrasing, it's weird. Work it is going to do for generations. So, how do you say we lied? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now I want to read the Dutch van der Linde one. Famed outlaw. Famed outlaw Dutch van der Linde, a man long believed dead, has been spotted alive and unfortunately well in our region. Mr. van der Linde, who ran a gang of outlaws and robbers for many years, has now resurfaced and it seems has not given his life over to the Lord. Mr. van der Linde, wanted for questioning over several murders and robberies back in the early years of the century, is now being linked to a recent assault on a farm just north of Blackwater, in which 2 men were killed. Oh, so he's close. Woman arrested for indecent attire. What, did she wear pants? Oh, she didn't want to wear a corset. The scandal. Tapeworm custody battle. Hang on. Story of a colossal tapeworm extracted from the body of a young Blackwater girl by resident physician, Dr. Cyril Purvis. Took a strange turn today when the girl's mother demanded it be returned to its rightful owner. Strange. The doctor wants to sell the tapeworm to a museum. Interesting. Miscellaneous. I didn't even see that, but chat goes LOL with the quote, anti-prohibitioners, aka drunkards. Amazing. Captain Vincente de Santa has been reported deceased, aged 34 years. Anti-prohibitionist as a typo fix. Wanted outlaw William Bill Williamson has been found dead in the town of Escalera, Mexico. Polio, TB, typhoid, cholera epidemics, business as usual. Cool. Electric belt cures diseases. Yeah, of course you put those two right next to each other. Can't be any ulterior motives with that. New governor comes under attack. That's nice. I'm not gonna read all of that though. Oh no. Okay, I think we good. Buy old papers. These ones will skim even faster.
I sincerely thank you.
Okay, how do we look at the old ones? Next, next. How do I get to the... This is the newest one. Did we... Shootout at Fort Mercer. Who could that be? Female doctor arrives. Electric anesthetics breakthrough. Is that related to the electric chair guy from Red Dead 2? Oh no! In chat, the bill found dead, and a section right under it says fun for the family. Oh no. Or fun for all the family. I misread. The last one in the miscellaneous section. I'm an American. I need guns. Oh no. Man or monkey? I don't know if I want to read any further than that. Routes to Mexico open again. Stuff about the opium. Oh boy. Yeah, I see you quoted it too. America welcomes refugees, sure. German man killed in duel. I don't think I know about that. The handshake emoji in chat for us both highlighting that a little bit. Speed limit in West Elizabeth set at 15 miles per hour. That's so fast. Residents complain of races between automobiles as high as 20 miles per hour. Automobile enthusiasts complain that they follow the rules more often. It is seldom that you see an automobile on the wrong side of the road, while the reverse is true of the horse and buggy. Oh no. I don't want to read that. Oh no, now they're going against female doctors. Cool. Cool. Let's see. And then now this one short blurb is, I wish I worked for Uncle Sam. Okay, we ended up reading the newspaper for... Oh no, there was a first part to the tapeworm situation. Or it was extracted. You ended up reading the newspaper a little longer than I expected. So I want to check in if you're cool with me going a little bit further with this cutscene or not. But I might do it anyway, TBH. Because I'll probably just do the cutscene. I don't think they're gonna send me on a mission right away. But we'll find out. Oh, this is the police.
"101, 102, 103, 105, 106.
I'm here to see Mr. Ross.
107, 109.
Edgar Ross.
113. Upstairs on the right. 114.
You already miscounted one though.
115.
Skipped 108.
116.
Dude, you gotta redo it. Go back.
Mr. Marston, so glad to see you. How was your journey?
Where's my wife and son?
Being well looked after. Well looked after.
I want to see him.
Mr. Ross wants to speak with you. We've had some important developments.
You want me to take out a gun and blow a fucking hole in your head right here? Right now? You want that?
Mr. Marston.
You want that?
Mr. Marston, I ask you to calm down.
Why? Why? I did what you asked. I got you Williamson and Escuela. It's over. Stop playing games with me.
No one's playing games with you, Mr. Marston. But if we were to play some games, there'd be some interesting ones we could play.
Thanks, sir.
Like hanging you for murder. Or confiscating all your property. Like that little farm of yours. Or having you put in an electric chair. Those are the sort of games we could play. But we choose to play a different game. So calm down and play along with us.
Where's my wife?
You know, I forget. But I hear it's very nice this time of year. Mr. Marston, please. I've never insulted your meager intelligence. Do not insult mine. We've done this little deal for your freedom in exchange for all your men from your old gang. You gave us Williamson and Escuela. We still don't have Vanderlyn, but now we know where he is.
Then go and shoot him.
No, sir. I want you to shoot him for me. And then I'll let you be. The last thing I want to do is make martyrs out of all these people. He could be killed by some petty squab or by another lowlife.
We believe Vanderlyn is holed up with a group of renegades near the wreck of the Serendipity riverboat.
Yes. Another group of renegades. Obviously, the first group, your group, has, shall we say, been disbanded? Anyway, Mr. Ford and Mr. Marston, shall we go? Oh, Mr. Marston, your wife and son are doing well. Let's both try to ensure things stay that way. Okay?
After you, sir.
I guess they do send me on another mission.
Oh, Mr. Marston, one more thing. This is for you.
You're too kind.
See, I have nothing but your best interest at heart.
Let's hope it doesn't go off by mistake.
343.
I have a patent for that, sir. This is an outrage. Ah, Mr. Marston. You're alive.
Hello, Wes Dickens. Thought you were headed to Peking.
So did I. So did I. A long story. But now it seems I'm being put under arrest and charged with narcotic possession or some other such nonsense.
Ross, have him release this man.
Why?
Because he's a harmless old fraud, the kind of man that built this country. And because he helped me get Williamson.
Did you hear that, officer? The man's a hero. Let him go. Come on, Marston. Moral degeneracy waits for no man. Let's hurry along.
344. 345. 347. 348.
I see him chop the smack him with the gun. I mean, what? Who said that?
All right, Mr. Fordham, onward!
Bye, Nigel.
Isn't this something? Lawmakers and lawbreakers working together for the good of civilization.
Like you always say, sir, the higher the stakes, the smarter you have to play the game.
I can't imagine I ever said anything quite so trite. In any case, I'm not sure Mr. Marston would agree with us.
Unfortunately, Mr. Marston isn't broad-minded enough to appreciate the unique opportunity we're offering him.
Son of a whore.
You best watch your damn mouth!
And it's strange you should say that, Mr. Marston, because according to my files, you are the whore's son. Now, what else can I recall from the files? Oh, let's see. You killed hundreds of innocent people. You've robbed at least 40 banks that we're aware of.
They told us there was a prize when you got to 50.
I'm glad this is all such a joke to you.
I want my family.
And I'm sure all the men you murdered wanted their families too. Come now, you're stupid. But you're not that stupid. We both know how this has to be. And it could be all over today.
As soon as we find Dutch Vanderlyn, you can go back home and play being a farmer again, or whatever else you've been pretending to do for the last few years.
First it was Bill, now it's Dutch. After Dutch, it'll be somebody else. Where does it end?
It ends when we say it ends. You're in no position to make demands.
Life you live. You don't just walk away from that. Buy a few chickens and make it all disappear. You should be dead or rotting in a jail cell by now. We are giving you a chance at new life. A chance at redemption. You can't erase your past, Mr. Marston, but we can.
They said 1/3 of the name of the game.
She's running well, sir.
Such an elegant way to travel. What do you think of this automobile, Mr. Marston?
Slow.
But so convenient and reliable. Are you comfortable?
No.
You see this, Mr. Fordham? The brooding cowboy. There aren't many of these left, you know. A bit of a cliche, admittedly, but still a dying breed, like the buffalo. Just as dumb, but not quite as noble.
They move most cows by rail these days, I hear.
Not where I'm from, they don't.
But you aren't from anywhere.
A new dawn is breaking, Mr. Marston. This is the age of the machine.
And soon, we'll all be living on the moon.
Maybe. This is the future. Anything is possible. Finally, this godforsaken land is entering the 20th century. Prosperity has arrived. It's not far now. The old Serendipity wreck has been used as an occasional criminal hideout for years. We were informed that Vanderlyn and his gang are making camp there. We'll stop on the cliff above, and you and Agent Fordham will go on foot. I'll stay with the vehicle and keep watch.
And you'll do as I say, Marston. Don't try anything stupid.
Oh, I think he knows what's at stake. Don't you, Mr. Marston?
Let's find Dutch and finish this.
Come on then, Marston. You're with me.
And also, what a comparison, since the buffalo were all killed off for the sake of genocide. And then also, I won't insult your meager intelligence, John. I was gonna be like, you just did. Which I know is the intention of that line, but...
Keep quiet and stay close.
Yes, sir.
Vanderlyn is the priority. We go in, take him down, get the hell out of here. Quick and clean.
You leave Dutch to me. We don't want you getting that suit dirty.
If you step out of line, even once, well, I hope you're aware of the consequences.
Alright, let's do this quickly.
Wait, we need to stay together.
Hurry up then.
Seems real quiet, don't you think?
You tell me.
Maybe Dutch caught wind of things. That informant better not have been lying to us. Keep your eyes open.
They are open. I don't see nothing.
It doesn't feel right. This place is usually teeming with lowlifes.
Maybe if you didn't come in with the loud automobile. And your little bowler hats.
You go investigate. I'll keep watch here.
Oh, sure. I'll go investigate. Also, that whole thing with the... Because they're not the Pinkertons anymore, but with them...
Hurry, there's somebody up there!
Enlisting John's help. Because they wanted to kill these people without turning them into martyrs. And it's fine. It's just all super shady. Got you.
Over
Stop
here.
screaming.
I found him.
Oh, he found a
God,
shortcut.
that's our informant. Gnostis, what the hell's going on here?
It's a trap!
Shit, Marston! You'll have to carry this man. I don't think he can walk. Devil! Come on, we need to get him to safety.
You clearly don't like me much.
What did he just do? Don't shoot my new friend in the butt.
Stay with me.
Yeah, why don't you go first?
This is your last chance to surrender.
Is there anyone here?
Let's go. We need to get the hell off this boat.
I'm coming for you.
I'm coming to you. How do I get out? Oh, I gotta loop around.
Follow me.
Right. No, you follow me. Can I? No, I can't hide behind stuff. And I'm carrying Nastas. I had to look up to see what his name was. I'm sorry. What do you mean, coward? Guys over here. Ow. Where's Ross in all this? Having a lemonade at the car.
What? Well, you gonna play nice?
Oh no, Nas's health is gone. He's dead.
It is.
Okay, let's get this lad to the car. Yeah, he's just chilling up there.
Who's this? What in God's name is going on?
Sigh.
Marston, lift this fellow into the back seat. Put him in the car so we can get out of here. Let's go. There might be more of them.
Christ alive! What the hell happened down there?
It was a trap. They were waiting for us.
And who is this savage? A prisoner?
Dude.
This is the informant, sir.
Do you speak English?
Dude.
Yes, he does, sir. He's the informant, Nastas.
Don't get snarky with me, Fordham.
We found him tied up on the boat. Then they jumped us.
You're gonna be racist. You deserve to be
Hell of a
snarked
plan
at.
sending in 2 men to take on an entire gang of outlaws. Especially when one of them's an office clerk. Or social secretary or some such.
Just shut your mouth.
Someone turn on the radio or something. It's not just okay. Uh-oh.
Come on, not now.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The motor just gave out.
Well, fix it, you fool. We need to get this man to a doctor.
Of course, sir. It's Dutch's men.
Marston, we'll hold them off. Fordham, we'll fix that damn engine.
So these guys get to be Dutch's men, but back in the day we were Dutch's boys. Oh no, I'm sorry, Horsey. I'm trying to get a headshot on the guy in front of me. Ah. So, the troubling thing about Dutch's new gang is that, similar to the end of Red Dead 2, he recruited a bunch of indigenous folks to fight his wars for him.
You're just about dead.
I can't see any more of them.
Fordham, are we ready?
Yes, sir, I think so.
Come on, let's get back to Blackwater.
Damn, that was close.
We're lucky to be alive. I'm beginning to see why Mr. Marston here has made it to such a ripe old age.
You'll make me blush with all these kind words. So much for this automobile of yours. If this is the future, God help us all.
It's not the automobile. The bad workman shouldn't blame his tools. Perhaps if Mr. Fordham maneuvered it with a little more finesse.
I was trying to escape an ambush, sir.
Even if it was running fine, they'd still have caught us. I can walk faster than this piece of crap. Give me a horse any day. So what now? Do I get to see my family?
Where is Dutch Vanderlyn?
I don't know.
In that case, oh boy, no, you don't get to see your family. It's a fairly simple agreement, Mr. Marston. Even for a man as devoid of intellect as yourself. If you'd like me to explain it to you again, I'd be more than willing.
No, you've said enough.
We'll find Vanderlyn soon enough. For now, however, I suggest we call it a day.
So how does it feel, taking a man's wife and child from him? Does it make you feel good?
How does it feel to kill hundreds of men in cold blood?
You're a coward.
You're a murderer. Actions have consequences, Mr. Marston. Come now, try to look on the bright side.
The bright side? There ain't no bright side.
Your family is enjoying a much-needed vacation, and in far more luxurious surroundings than those to which they are accustomed, I assure you. Soon you will be able to start a new life together, absolved of all your sins. We should take the Indian to Professor McDougal, see what he can get out of him.
Good idea, sir.
I just can't communicate with them.
Dude, he speaks English.
Here we are. Thank God for that.
Just
So,
being a dick.
this is the office of an anthropologist named McDougal. He was thrown out of Yale for degeneracy.
We should tell you something.
Indeed, but he's been helping us deal with the natives in this area.
They see him and they presume we're all idiot academics.
Huh? Give me a hand here, Marston.
Ah, Mr. Ross. Mr. Fordham? Good day. Good day. What on earth's going on here?
Kid got shot in the leg. Beat up pretty good.
We'll send a doctor. Now, McDougal, we need information from this fellow about Dutch Vanderland. Can you see what you can find out for us?
Do my best, sir.
Make sure you do.
Professor McDougal has been a good friend of the U.S. government, Mr. Marston, just like you. Why don't you see if you can help him in his study of the native problem in this county? That's a good fellow.
Ugh. More people who suck. Well, rather than doing that, need to find a place to sleep. Two dogs! Oh my goodness.
Howdy. Howdy, mister. Hello, friend.
After all that, at least we can say howdy to the dogs. Or at least one of them. I don't know where the other one went. Oh, it's the Blackwater Saloon. Weren't we able to... Yeah! Isn't this the same one? Wait, is it? Yeah, I think it's the same one, but it's just like a little smaller and they expanded it in two. Wait, let me see. They added a patio. Isn't this where like, if it was the one that got expanded in two, like, John and Sadie sat down over here to talk about stuff. And there was the guy with the piano. And then I would jump off of that balcony. And every time I would stand up from eating a meal, I would break that chair. Yeah, because I had a phone booth over there in that corner.
Hey, mister. Is there anything of yours you'd like to stick into something of mine?
No, thank you. Can I sleep here? I don't have to pay for it? Do I have a tab here? Is that the implication? Yes, please. Alright. I also do see in chat with the I am not surprised Dutch recruited him to fight and die for him. Yup, yup. They left him at a specific point at the end of Red Dead 2 so that it could properly lead into Red Dead 1. There is a tailor! I just couldn't find it in the other town. The one with the doctor. Okay, so we got a couple of main quest lines and then starting American Lobbyist. Can try to find more flowers, which I think are over by this area, Gaptooth Ridge, which is where next California thing is, and then also the lights, camera, action. And I think everything should be done in Mexico apart from this one that I'm not gonna do because I don't want to do all the hunting. But yeah. It's a little teaser to the final act. Red Dead Redemption 1. We're gonna be working directly with Agent Ross and the other guy who I can never remember his name. Agent Fondum or something. But yeah, now we definitely know for sure, and not just from me spilling the beans, that they're holding Abigail and Jack hostage somewhere. Can I get stuff? Yeah. What else? What else? Oh yeah, R.I.P. Javier and Bill. And then we're looking for Dutch. And it also makes me think about how, if they ever did another Red Dead that takes place after Red Dead 1, how we have like a small selection of characters who survived both games that could potentially come back, but I'm also like, I don't want them to come back because I feel like if they come back they're gonna die. I don't want to see that happen. But we don't have to think about that because it's not happening as far as we know. There's nothing been announced or anything. I didn't hear what he said, but that's fine. So next time we're gonna start digging into whatever's going on with that doctor. That's gonna be one Fordham. With the doctor who's definitely added onto the characters who sucks lists. I've already forgotten his name, but the indigenous guy that we picked up, the informant, he's on the he's okay list, but I don't like how he's written, so he's on the sucks list anyway because of that, sadly. Thankfully the writers are a little, not even a little, they're a lot better with the sensitivity stuff. Into what else happened? Yeah, and chat with the yeah, we don't need the last few remaining to get killed off. It's like, I know it's part of like the themes that these games explore, but do we have to? Sort of situation. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and leave that there. Then we're gonna continue with digging into Act 3. Next week I will be here, and then the week after that I'm gonna be doing South Texas Comic Con. So hopefully next week I'll be able to do like a proper 3-hour stream, which I guess this is like a 2.5-hour one anyway, so we're not really missing too much. And I'll leave things there for now. So, thank y'all for hanging out, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye!
Well,
right over that bend.